Hey everybody, we are going to be planting some beans today in our new garden space that we made. So we've been working on this area, well, for the last day or so, but our chickens and our pigs have worked on this area for the past year. So they came through whenever we first moved in here. We had weeds up to, past our head, I feel like. But they came in here, the goats came in here first, and then the pigs and the chickens came through. And they got it all down really nicely. And then, so now it's working really well for gardens. So we came through the past day and we tilled up some soil. We added some compost. And then, we're getting our little garden area set up. We also made this trellis today too, because we are going to grow some pole beans up it. So we thought we would just shoot a quick video and just let you hang out with us while we plant some pole beans. And we're also going to do some bush beans. So the pole beans that we're going to plant are the Kentucky Wonder. We've planted this in the past and it's worked really well. Pigs. We moved them just next door and they're still causing a fuss.
Pigs, we are trying to record a video. Can you knock it off? Joey, I don't hear it. Joey? Pigs are out of control.
So the pole beans that we're going to be planting today are these Kentucky Wonder ones. We've done them before in the past and they've always worked really great for us. So we're going to stick with what we know is really good for us. So we're going to use this pole bean, the Kentucky Wonder, and then we're going to plant it along this trellis. And as we do plant it, we're going to use this pea and bean booster that we also got from the store. So this just kind of helps to activate these bean seeds and helps them give them the nitrogen that they need to.
Hey, this is Dale. Carrie wanted me to take over for a minute and explain why you have to have this stuff. So this booster basically just makes it where it helps the beans go through the process of making its own nitrogen from the air, which is something that's really cool about beans and peas because it's one of the only plants that can do that. So it's able to make its own food. So this little booster gives the beans what it needs in order to make that process happen, because there's some outside factors that it requires in order for that to happen, and this puts those outside factors into your soil. So back to Carrie.
But you had me kneeling with a snake. I don't care how tiny that is, that's terrifying. And we have them listed as beneficials in the app. I know. They're good to have around. Okay, so now that we have safely relocated the snake away from my vicinity, we are good to go. So we are gonna plant some beans now. So Dale has assured me that I should be safe here now. So fingers crossed there's no more snakes waiting for me. So we'll find out.
I was just saying that.
Wow, you would do that. Okay, so with each pole right here, I'm going to plant a pole bean at the base. And I didn't have the package open, so I've got to open it. Oh, but now would be a good time to talk about why we like to grow pole beans. So pole beans are one that we like to grow because pole beans will take a little bit longer to start producing their beans, but once they do, once the beans do start producing, they will continue to produce all summer long until we have our first frost. So it's just nice to have a solid source of beans, because this is something we use all the time in the kitchen. Even once the end of the summer, we like to leave the beans. We like to leave the beans on the plant, because that way it'll dry the bean pods for us, and then we'll have dried beans. So that's one way that we go about preserving our food, is by letting them dry on the vines. The chickens know it's bedtime. He's calling all of his ladies, telling them to go to sleep. So to make this trellis, all we did was put some T-posts in the ground and then attach this hardware remesh that we got from, I don't know, Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the two. So we got those and then attached them with, what were these called again? The silver things?
Zip ties?
No, those are like this.
Oh, metal conduit.
Metal conduit, yeah, I don't know.
Just some scrap metal conduit that I had around.
Yeah, so we attached that all together with zip ties. Yes, I do know what zip ties are called. Thank you very much. And some string that we got off of a hay bale. Yeah, so we made that. I mean, it really only took us just a few minutes to put it together. So it's just something cheap and easy that you can do. Oh, and which way did we align this? Because we aligned it so the sun and...
East-west.
It's east and west.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go.
So where you are is going to be full sun. And right on the other side of this is going to be shaded. So we're just going to have this as like a path that we walk through right here.
Okay. So I've got all of the pole beans planted now along the trellis. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to use our seeding square that we have over here. I'm going to use the seeding square and plant some bush beans. Okay, so these bush beans right here are, I actually had to look them up in the app before this to make sure that I remembered the number per square. So it was 9 per square, or the yellow mark on the seeding square. This thing makes it so much easier to do. So we have 2 different types of bush beans that we got from the store today. And really what we did with this, we just looked for the bush beans we could find in a value pack because we wanted a lot of seeds and we didn't want to pay a bunch by getting the smaller ones. So this was the better bang for our buck. So we went ahead and got these 2 and we're just gonna plant those down along here. And then we also checked in the app beforehand too, and we saw that squash and carrots were both really good companion plants for beans. So we'll be planting those next. We're kind of losing sun, so we're probably gonna have to go to bed. So it'll probably be tomorrow. So catch the next video for that. But we'll probably be planting some more companion plants along in here later on too. So. Okay, so we will start doing our bush beans. So the thing we like about bush beans is that they produce a lot of beans. But they do the bush beans like the beans come like all at once. So it's really good if you're gonna preserve a lot or if you just eat a lot like we do. I mean, this is pretty much something that we eat like for dinner every single night whenever it's in season. So we like having bush beans because we always have a huge supply outside. So and it's really good for preservation too. So these are the types that we usually do preserve when we're gonna do that. So I'm just gonna go through and poke holes at every yellow spot here on the seeding square. And then I'm gonna drop a bean in each one. And then this will be perfectly spaced out for square foot gardening. It makes it so easy to do. And it's easy when we have our kids too out here helping when they're not asleep. And that way they can come out here and I tell them, okay, put one in every yellow one. And it's super helpful. Okay, so now you see. Oh, yep, there we go. Look at there. Now I'll just cover it up. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the inoculant down where I put those seeds earlier. Okay. And then I'll go through and cover that up. Voila. So if you are interested in the seeding square too, we actually sell them in our app and on our website at seedaspoon.net. And then there's links all throughout our app also. I mean, we're we're a huge fan of this thing. We actually have a couple of them ourselves because we have like one per kid, and then like we always have one hanging out in the garden. They're just so helpful. So these beans should start sprouting somewhere between about 5 to 10 days. And then, I mean, up until then, we're gonna keep them moist, help them sprout. So one of the biggest pests that we deal with whenever we're planting beans are the cucumber beetles. So with cucumber beetles, we actually make our own DIY trap. So we have all of the details in another video somewhere, as well as our app too. So check it out on there. Also other tips that you can do to help, organic methods to help get rid of them. Check out more about growing beans in our free app from Seed to Spoon. It'll give you planting dates for your location. It'll give you companion planting, beneficial insect, I mean, a whole wazoo. So check it out if you haven't already at seedtospoon.net.
Pig update.
Well, thank you for that beautiful update on the pig situation. So yes, the pigs are doing glorious over there. And the chickens, they're being really good too. Joey has stopped being assistant. Everybody needs to go to bed. He understands that maybe they need to get some more food and water before bed. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. We're running out of daylight, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and then tomorrow we'll go ahead and plant the companion plants that we're going to do. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. I know, it does look fun. So on here, yeah, we are going to put a bean in every yellow hole.
Is that going to make a pumpkin?
Not a pumpkin, it's gonna make a bean plant.
Bean? Oh, take one too, please. Put one right here.
One in every hole.
Put one right here.
And then right here. Do it for a second, okay? Because we can use that in the next one. Okay, Junior, we're gonna put right where you're standing. Huh? Right here.
Okay, I'm going to do it first.
Oh my goodness.
Can I?
Okay, so every yellow hole. Yeah, you.
Why do we not do it every yellow hole?
So this is a plant that has 9 per square. That's what it's called.
So it needs every.
So there are 9 of these yellow holes. You can count them as you go through.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let me do 8, this part. 9.
Yeah, good. Nope, not the red ones, Junior. Just the yellow.
Now let me do the next one right there, and this one right here, and this one right there, this one right here. Need some more. Good.
I don't think anybody's put one in here yet, or that one.
But not this in the right place. Okay, this one. There's a.
Cover that. Okay. Let's do the next one.
After that, can we please do the color red?
Maybe we'll find a plant that we can use the red circle with. We'll have to look and see what we can find. Did you do the middle one?
I can try. How was that in there? Now let's do this.
This makes it easier to drop in. So if you wanted to use that to drop in, you can. You see?
Let's use it.
Oh, you like that. Okay.
Can I put one in?
Yeah.
No, get some more.
Let's get some more. Okay.
Well, this makes it easier to draw.
It does.
I just dropped one in. Wait. I think I see one there. I
think this one was missing one right here. Did you put one in there already?
Yep. Now open it up.
Okay, let's check it out. See if, did we get one? I don't know if we got one right there. Here, I'll put one right there.
Now cover them.
Cover them up.
Or birds will eat them if we don't.
That's true.
Why do birds like seeds?
It's just what they eat. Okay, whose turn to make the holes?
Me.
There you go.